Good evening. I just got back from a little pub night. My friend Tammy was in town from Seattle. She was down here working the U2 shows, and picked her up, went out for a couple pints, and caught up. It was great times. Um, Aside from dealing with U2 traffic, so I went out with my neighbor Cassie was over, so I grabbed him because he needed to get to the house as well, and Tammy was like walking out the show. She's like, "I'll meet you at this corner." I have never done, or I haven't really been by the Rose Bowl at all during an event, so I had no idea what was involved at the Rose Bowl. For those of you outside of Los Angeles, or if you're here in Los Angeles and you've never done anything around the Rose Bowl with this event, I'm going to let you know the streets are fucked. They had every single road coming in from the north closed off, and we're talking from the freeway. So we're talking, it's a good mile away from the venue. Nope, can't get in. From the south, there was one entrance in for people to pick people up. So every car was being funneled in there, and then once you're in, you still had to get looped back out, where every side street exit was closed as well. So you had to go about 3 or 4 extra miles out of your way before you could like just get out of the cones of hell traffic. The the cops in there were, let's say, a little less helpful as well. Um, but regardless, we did manage to make it down there, pick her up, and because she finished work, she's working the event, so she finished a little early, and we basically managed to pick her up and then get most of our way through the crowd before the show actually ended. So we only got hit with 10,000 people to deal with as opposed to 30 or 40 or 50 or whatever it was. Um, by all accounts, good show. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it, but I'm sure it's U2, which was typically is the best show you've ever seen, combined with one of the worst sounding shows you've ever heard. If you're a U2 fan, I'm sorry, but they always sound horrible. Uh, but from there, we went over to a little pub in Pasadena, where one of Tammy's friends recommended going. Kings Row, a little gastropub. Got there, it was beyond packed. Typical like the concert. Really annoying little band playing reggae tunes, way too loud. You couldn't chat. You basically shouting at each other from across table. So we decided to screw that place off, and went down to Lucky Baldwin's, which I think is a chain. Little Irish pub, like 2 doors down, nice and quiet. Had an awesome nitro stout, which is like my current beer passion, and got to catch up, which is great. Like I've known Tammy for I probably met her about 10 years ago or so, and we kind of became friends like kind of after I moved. I mean, we were like acquaintances in LA, or in Seattle, hung out a little bit, but I think since I moved down to LA, we've kept in much better touch. And really awesome woman. She's originally from Baltimore, so she's very straightforward, very East Coast, which is very not Seattle. Uh, but she went through a breakup, so I brought her and Cassie, who also just went through a breakup as well, to have a little, lonely hearts night at the bar, and go through some stuff and catch up, and once again, we caught up. Aside from that, today was a pretty chill day. I intended to meet up with my friend Sue about midday, so I kind of kept everything like open schedule-wise. Didn't really do much, just kind of waiting around to go, wait for the call. And she was sort of feeling under the weather, so we decided to reschedule for, presumably when I get back from tour, because I'm leaving on another day. But because of that, I didn't really do anything today. I was just sort of hanging out at my house, just kind of waiting to, find out where we're going to go, meet up, and didn't go anywhere. Basically, just kind of watched the news, watched some YouTube, and just chilled out. Speaking of news, or the news, not any news, but just the news in general, having the president overseas definitely kills the news cycle, because nothing's happening over here right now. I've watched more news in the last 2 weeks than I probably watched since last summer, or in the last year. It because of the craziness going on in DC. It's been like hour by hour updates. I can't feel like I'm going through the withdrawals. Like there's nothing happening. My suggested and recommended YouTube feeds right now are all news stations because I've been watching so much. 2 weeks ago, it all been like vlogs or camera reviews. What's coming out with Sony or all that kind of stuff. And right now, it's all just here's the latest news from MSNBC or CNN or whatever. And today there wasn't any news, so I was kind of just stuck watching the same stuff over and over again. Anyways, just rambling on. Tomorrow is going to be my last day home and then head back out for the Leopard Tour. I am very excited to get back on the road. 2 weeks is definitely enough time for a break for me. I think because of just my schedule and life with my friends and stuff, and when who's here and not here right now, I didn't really schedule that much to do while I've been home, and his schedule fell through, so I'm just kind of a lot of chilling out. As you guys know from watching the videos, if you've been watching them, there's not much exciting going on right now. So I'm looking forward to getting back on the road, getting back to work, and be a little more productive. I did talk to Rick though, and he's having a good time, and I'll be seeing him shortly. We'll be back on the road and doing some more shows. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully something interesting. Who knows? It could be me doing just cleaning my house and kitchen out, which is the typical pre-tour ritual. There's no trash hiding and no spiders or extra spiders in my house I normally do. Or I might go out and have crazy night in town. Who knows? But I shall see you guys in the morning.